To predict the gold price, we have the gold forecaster index, which is created by me and is using leading indicators to predict the gold price. Now, how do we predict the silver price? That was an interesting question. Actually, silver is a little bit the same as gold because they are both precious metals. But there is a little bit of a difference. Now, I have been thinking a bit, how do we actually predict it? Well, I actually found a solution. So here's the silver forecaster index, the holy grail to predict silver prices. And this is actually based on the gold forecaster index, but there's one difference. I added a CPI component to it. So how did I do this? Why a CPI component? Look at this chart. If we can predict the gold price, we can use the gold-silver ratio to predict the silver price, right? So how does this gold-silver ratio change in time? I have been looking at a lot of correlations, but the one that actually worked was really simple. Just look at the consumer price index, which is inflation. So I added a minus sign here. So this means if this goes down, it means inflation goes up. So if inflation goes up, we see that the gold-silver ratio goes down. And that means that silver outperforms gold. So during inflationary times, like here, silver outperforms gold. When we actually get a bit of deflation, like during the recession, or like during the dot-com bust, when we get a little bit of deflation, then gold outperforms. And you can see this movement corresponds with the movement in the gold-silver ratio. Actually, it moves almost perfectly. You can see this dip here, another dip here, then it tops out here, back down, back up. So that's almost a perfect correlation. Here as well, going up, down, and up. So actually, it's really easy. We just use the gold forecast index and we add this CPI component to it to forecast the silver price, right? And that's what I did. You can see that here. This is a chart from 2000 until now. And if you look carefully, let's start here. We go down, down, and then up here. So silver starts to rise. A little bit of a dip here. So that was in 2004. So a little bit of a dip here, then up again. Then here we go negative. This is between 2005 and 2006. So between 2005 and 6, a dip, meaning this is underperforming. The silver price is underperforming. We stay in the negative. It's not going up. Then in 2008 we rise again. So that's this rise, and then we have a big dip here. The silver forecaster index shot up somewhere in 2009. So it was a leading indicator, and then a year later, silver shoots up. Then it retraces a bit, so this retraces as well. goes back negative in 2013. So in 2013 we got this dip, lower, and then here we go back up. So this strengthens a bit, then sideline, doing nothing for a few years. Then we have another shot up and silver rises. Here we go negative and have this nice reverse head and shoulders pattern, which is seen here. And now we're here. We are now currently still in the negative territory. So I expect silver to underperform until this goes back in the plus. So I don't expect silver to rise now based on this chart. Okay, and this takes into account the gold forecaster index holy grail leading indicator plus the CPI. Now, you can also just check yourself, what is the CPI doing? Just look at the break-even inflation rate. This is a daily update, so that's very good. Every day you get this update, and then you can see already it's going down. So inflation is dropping a bit. It was very high somewhere in 2022. Now it has come down a bit. So in 2022, that was probably somewhere here. Yeah, we had a little bit of an uptick, which was good for silver, and then we had this massive down years, and that's negative for silver. When we actually go up until 1975, let's see if we can go even further and see if this correlation works. Let's do 1993 to 2001. So 1993, let's say 1992 to 2002. Okay, so the silver forecaster index was positive up until 1995, so 1993 to 1995. 1993 to 1995, silver went up, right? Because we were in the plus. Then in 1995, it went negative. So somewhere here, a dip, okay? Then it went up again in 1996. So somewhere in 1996, yeah, up. Then here, back down in 1997. As you can see here, 1997 was very bad for silver, went down. Then in 1998 we had a spike. Yes, so here we got the spike. So that corresponds with this. And then a slow drop until 2000. And that's this slow drop until 2000. And that's it. It's actually works. It's exactly the same chart. So this silver forecaster index really works. So yeah, looking at the current situation, it's not looking that great. Still negative. So I would not be buying any silver at this time. Gold forecaster index, however, is looking better. As you can see here, this is the gold forecaster index. Here we can see that it's down a bit, but it's still around 0. So gold should be doing a little bit better than silver, at this moment. So let's see how that goes. So currently, I think we will have a little bit of disinflation, which means silver will underperform gold. As you can see here today, silver is dropping much more than gold. So what's the conclusion on this? We have the silver forecaster index, which is basically the same as the gold forecaster index. Gold and silver are basically doing the same. If gold goes up, silver goes up. Okay. But there is a little bit of difference, which is the difference in gold-silver ratio, which follows inflation. So if you think inflation is slowing down like this, it's now slowing down, then you will know that silver will underperform gold. Okay, that's the thing to learn in this video. However, I think gold will go much higher. So gold will probably be going to 3,000 by next year. It will go to 2,500, etc. So silver will probably follow gold higher. But there is a bit of yeah, divergence because of the inflation. And that inflation has an effect on the gold-silver ratio, as you can see here. Okay, I'm really happy to have found a way to predict silver, and I will be using this knowledge in my future investments. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.